Okay, y'all. I am back. There are some things that I forgot to mention in the other video that are quite important. The other video was in reference to some dreams and some confirmations and stuff that I've had this week, referencing or pointing toward some type of miracle reward gift that is taking place for some this week. And so one thing I forgot to mention was that a few days ago, God had given me something big is coming. And I believe that to be in reference to this, whatever this miracle is, it's a big miracle. It's a big blessing. It's a big, reward. It is a big gift. It is big, whatever this is. And so that's one thing that I needed to add. And okay, so another thing, I've been seeing the number 811 so many times today alone. Oh gosh, my cat just knocked itself out, ran into the wall. Come here, buddy. Are you okay? I should not be laughing. Hold on. I think he's okay. This is Pepper cat. I love him. So he eats raw cat food, and for some reason, I don't know if any of you guys feed your animals raw food, whether that be a dog or a cat, and this is a thing, like when they are finished eating, there's something that's in this raw food that like makes them, puts a wild hair up their butt, and they just start getting the zoomies. Like, it makes him so hyper, and I don't know why. But I've looked this up, and it is common for animals that eat, or cats that eat raw cat food. I don't know. And we have tile. So his paws can't get traction, and so he just ran full force and slid straight into the wall. But he's all right. Anyway. Anyway, 811. So when I looked that up in the Strong's Concordance, it brings me to a bunch or a cluster of grapes or fruit. And then the scripture that it brought me to was Genesis 40, verse 10. This is where Joseph interprets two dreams. Let's see. In prison. Let's see. So the man who served wine to the king told Joseph his dream. And this was his dream. I dreamt, I saw a vine. On the vine there were 3 branches, and I watched the branches bud and blossom, and then the grapes ripened. I was holding the king's cup, so I took the grapes and squeezed the juice into the cup. Then I gave it to the king. Then Joseph said, I will explain the dream to you. The 3 branches stand for 3 days. Before the end of 3 days, the king will free you. He will allow you to return to your work, and you will serve the king his wine just as you did before. So let me see. When you are free, remember me. Be kind to me and tell the king about me so that I can get out of this prison. I was taken by force from the land and the Hebrews. And then when you go all the way down, so he was let out. The officer was let out of prison, just as Joseph said, but he ends up not remembering Joseph. So what this highlights to me, and then, sorry, one other number I was getting shown this morning was 614, which in the Strong's means harvest. And also another thing to mention, I just bought a huge bag of grapes yesterday. And I haven't bought grapes in a while, so It just confirmation. Anyhow, what this is speaking to me is that in 3 days, whatever, which is this week, just like the previous video, whatever you have been held, imprisoned by, this week you will be set free from with this miracle, whatever this miracle is in your life. You're going to be set free. This is going to help set you free in this area. And Joseph asking this officer to remember him once this takes place is actually reminding me about God, speaking so much throughout the months on, when I do this for you, you need to remember me. Do not forget about me. Don't forget about God when this happens. And in reference to harvest, and then the bunch and the cluster of grapes, fruit, you have ripened fruit ready for harvest from your well-doing and your suffering and your obedience and all of the things. This is the beginning of your harvest. And what else? As I said in the last video, this is the beginning of your new. You are crossing over the Jordan River into the promised land, and whatever this is just a bonus, an unexpected miracle. You weren't expecting this, and this Genesis 40 that I just read, it references 3 days. I don't know if this is, this week, this is happening this week. And actually in 3 days will be Friday, which I believe is the last day of May, if I'm not mistaken. And I had mentioned a few weeks back a miracle at midnight. And if you were promised something to happen this month, that would be a last minute miracle. That would be literally the last day of May. And if God promised you something this month, he's going to make it happen by the end of this month. So I don't know. This isn't for everybody though. This is only for some. So take it back to God. Ask him to confirm it to you, confirm it for you, if it is for you. And as he mentioned in the last video, God was saying to get ready, to prepare for this in whatever ways, if this is for you, whatever ways he needs you to prepare, go ahead and get ready and prepare for it. Because I do know that he has spoken previously on, having to be in position to receive whatever it is that he is, giving you. So just always be sure to be in position, to be prepared, and to be ready. I pray that this gets to whoever it needs to get to. I pray that you are encouraged by this. I pray that it serves as confirmation. And again, always take everything back to God and be sure that it is for you. And if he has me to come back today, I will see you guys in just a little bit. And if not, I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.